Hey everyone, Ryan here at Etrailer. Today we're going to be checking out the Americana Baby Moon center caps, and there's two different styles that you can go with. This one is more of a rounded style and it's a little bit smaller than the other one, which is this here that we have installed on our trailer. This one's a little bit larger in size and has more of a pointed design. So which one is going to work best for your particular application? Really just dependent on the size and style of your wheel, which we will talk about here in a little bit to help you figure that information out. But it seems like a lot of people use these for a variety of different reasons. You know, whether you have an older camper that you're refinishing, looks like a lot of older vehicles even use these as replacement caps, really for any reason. In our case today, we just have a utility trailer. It's actually my father's. I'm bringing it in here to do a little work on it for him. And I started talking to him about the wheels, right? And he was so proud that he managed to hold on to his beauty rings, which are these here, which don't come included with the caps. And he just kind of kept talking about that, and I kind of got a kick out of it. And he was saying that, you know, it was unfortunate that he lost the chrome center caps years ago. This trailer's probably about 25 years old, if I had to guess. So kind of just for fun, I popped these on, and I think it looks awesome. And I think this is how I'm going to actually return the trailer to him. I think it'd make him happy. As far as the overall quality of these, you know, they feel good in your hand right out of the box for sure. They are steel and they're chrome plated. The plating seems pretty nice. You know, if I'm looking super close, at least at these couple that I have, there's a couple small blemishes in them, but, you know, I'm sure you could work those out, polish them out if you wanted to. They're relatively thick, and yeah, they seem like they're put together pretty well. As far as the longevity is and the chrome plating holding up, it's hard to speak to that. You know, we haven't had them on, but for today, but I imagine as long as you keep them in good shape, you know, they should do all right. It's kind of inevitable over time. Just about anything that's chrome plated eventually starts to flake or get that surface rust, you know, and that's just kind of is what it is. There is another company that makes caps similar to this too. I have one on hand here. This one is made by Phoenix. And they have several different sizes and varieties as well. With these, they are stainless steel, and they polish them up like this. So these could potentially hold up a little bit better than the chrome plating. They feel like they're fairly good quality too, maybe a little bit thinner than the Americana ones, but that's just my opinion. With fitment being a really big question, I'm going to try to answer that by giving you a couple of measurements here. And we'll start with the pointed type cap first. So the overall diameter of it, so from end to end on the outside, is going to be about 10 and 9/16 of an inch. If you flip it over, the inside diameter is going to be about 10 and 1/4 of an inch. The internal height, so from here to there, that's going to be about 2 7/8 of an inch. And then the overall height, you know, from the bottom to the top of the outside, is going to be about 3.5 inches. As far as the rounded one is concerned, it's going to have an outside diameter of about 9 5/8 of an inch. The inside diameter will be about 9 1/4 of an inch. Overall height, bottom to the top, about 3 1/4. And that internal height from there inside, it's going to be about 2 3/4 of an inch. As far as the type of wheels that these are going to fit, it's kind of hard to say across the board with 100% certainty that this will work with that wheel, so on and so forth, right? But generally speaking, the rounded one is going to be designed to work with wheels that are 13, 14, or 15 inches, and a 5-lug conventional type trailer wheel, right? As far as the more pointed one goes, this will work out with 15-inch conventional wheels that have a 6-lug bolt pattern. But, you know, like I said, it's one of the things that you can't say that's set in stone across the board, and our wheel that we have on our trailer today is a perfect example of that. With our wheel, it's a 15-inch trailer wheel, but it's not a 6-lug. It's a 5-lug design. So, kind of just going right off of that information I gave you, in theory, this one, the rounded one, should work, right? 15-inch wheel, 5 lugs, but it's too small. It doesn't fit on there. So I think it's really important for those of you with your project to check this. If you look at our rim here, we have this outer rim that runs around, and we have kind of a high spot on each side and on the top and bottom. And you can tell, they kind of come out and they're meant to hold on to a center cap like that. And earlier I removed our little grease cap here to get a better measurement, but just to give you an idea, I measured from the end there to the end on the other side, and that came out right at about 10 1/4 of an inch, meaning that this is going to be a better fit and pop into place and hold on to the wheel. As far as getting these installed, everyone's setup might be a little bit different. This is something you want to be careful with, actually getting it put into position. Some people were saying that, they come in with a mallet and a rag and trying to tap them on there. Some people didn't have any issues. Others said it kind of dinged up or put a small dent into the hubcap. So use your best judgment. I think what I'm going to try is to just get this pushed in place by hand, kind of go from there. If it works, great. If not, we'll have to come up with some other ideas. So let's go ahead and get that done now. First thing that I did, I just took some painter's tape and put it on the cap here, just to help keep it protected from scratches or anything like that when we're doing this. And probably a good start too, to make sure that the wheel is clean. If it's super dirty or anything there, rust or anything that can hang this up, probably going to give you more issues. So what I did yesterday is clean this up, repainted it, and kind of give us a fresh start, right? So let's see if we can make this happen here. So in our case, I got that top and the sides started. I feel like if I just give it one swift hit here, this will probably pop right into place. So I got a little rag. And that felt good. It actually just snapped right into position. Ours went exceptionally well. Hopefully yours will go the same. With this secured to our wheel now, took the tape off, and I think it looks great. But with that said, that'll do it for our look at of the Americana Baby Moon center caps.